Namaskar and welcome. Today, we're diving into a pretty profound vision for the future of our society. It's one that's built not on politics or economics, but on a complete, and I mean complete, reimagining of what education is all about. Let's jump right in. Just listen to that for a moment. It's almost like a poem, isn't it? It paints this beautiful picture of a world that's bound by love and, mutual respect. A world where every single person is valued, where everyone has a place, no hierarchy, just our minds filled with sweetness and tenderness. What a goal. Okay, so that sounds incredible, right? But it really begs the question, how do we actually build a world like that? Is it just some kind of utopian dream? Well, the core idea here is that the foundation for this new humanity lies in radically rethinking the entire purpose and structure of education itself. So, where do we even begin? Let's explore the first pillar of this new society, the role and the incredible responsibility of our educators. Who should be the ones guiding the next generation? And maybe more importantly, with what kind of authority? And right away, we hit a fundamental conflict that's kind of at the heart of our current system. See, the people who are shaping educational policy are often politicians, driven by party interests. They're not always the experienced educators who are driven by what children actually need and by higher ideals. And this slide just lays out the choice so clearly, doesn't it? We have two paths we can take. Are teachers just teaching machines, meant to implement state policy without asking questions? Or are they the real architects of society, the builders of ideal men and women? The argument here is absolutely for the latter. So here's the crucial point. You can't have responsibility without authority. It just doesn't work. If we're going to give teachers this monumental job of shaping ideal human beings, then they have to be free from political meddling. They need to be empowered to create policies that actually serve that higher purpose. Now, this idea of teachers as architects, well, it actually starts to build into a much, much broader definition of what a teacher even is, one that goes far beyond the four walls of a classroom. This brings us to this really powerful concept of the sahitikas. So who are they? They're the artists, the writers, the poets, the filmmakers, all the cultural creators who shape our collective imagination. The idea is that they are, in a very real sense, the true teachers of society as a whole. And what's so interesting here is how it lays out a clear moral compass for these creators. Their job isn't just to entertain or to make something cool. No, their duty is to elevate. They have to win the hearts of the young, steer clear of cheap sensationalism, champion universal human values over narrow nationalism, and use their art for the holistic development of everyone. That's a huge responsibility. Okay, so we've got our guides, the teachers in the schools, and the artists out in society. But what about us? What about the tools that each and every one of us needs to develop internally? The focus here shifts from that external guidance to our own internal awakening. And to get there, a clear three-step path is laid out. First up, you've got study. And we're not just talking about reading a book, but deep, intensive analysis. Second, we have to develop a rationalistic mentality. That means we test and verify what we've learned against reality. And finally, those two steps lead to an awakened conscience, or viveka, that amazing ability to know right from wrong based on what truly serves the welfare of all. So this is where it all comes together, the final synthesis. How do we take all these powerful threads, our empowered teachers, our responsible artists, and each of us with an awakened conscience, and weave them all together to create a society that's truly harmonious? And that leaves us with a really vital question to think about. This isn't just theoretical. It's an invitation for you to consider your own role in all of this. How can you, in your life, contribute to this harmony? In your job, with your family, in your community? What's your part to play? And we'll end with this final thought. The flow of life is always forward. This vision isn't about some people getting ahead while others get left behind. It's a collective march. It's a harmonious dance where we all move forward together, in perfect step with one another and with the flow of life itself. If you found this exploration valuable, like the video and subscribe to the channel to continue getting similar content.